My check.
Consecutive. Regardless of what time frame it is. You can see a buy program on a hourly chart. You can see a buy program on a 4-hour chart. You can see a buy program on a daily and or weekly or monthly. But the trading time frame that we're using for this month is primarily the daily chart. So if we're going to be anticipating
Yeah. I see it. Yeah, I see that. Probably because you added me. Just right. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, that's why. That's why. Yeah, that's why. You logged in. You logged in under my. Do you hear me on the screen? All right. Yeah, I ain't really do no mic check, nothing like that. Yeah, I just started. Yeah. All right, now what about
a
now?
buy program, that means we're going to be expecting a series.
You heard that? No, did your IGT?
Series of up days, and it could last as long as several months. It doesn't have to be a
What
few
about me? You hear
days,
me?
but
You hear me too?
a few days up on the daily chart can still be
You hear one
considered
like
a
super
buy
loud than the
program
other?
if it's reaching for a measure of liquidity
Yeah.
that would
So
be
right now,
above the
I'm gonna start
recent
in about
market
10
highs.
minutes. Like I said, today is a low probability day. Anyways, it
When
looks
we're
like
looking
a
for
A plus
smart
setup
money
basically today.
accumulation for buy programs, what we're essentially
Right.
expecting is
So
manipulation in the underlying versus the benchmark.
All right, what about
Now, what is the under? What is the benchmark?
what about now?
What we're going to be looking
It's
at,
low still,
again,
huh?
specifically dealing with the foreign exchange market for this teaching, but we will be talking
Now you hear
about
me fine? Because we about to start
commodities,
in
we will
about
be
10
talking about
minutes.
stocks, and we'll be
So,
talking about interest rate markets as well in the same
yeah,
venue
because
that we're
I'm
teaching
just saying.
here. But
Yep, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right, say that. So yeah, just jump on your shit so it could be on your shit. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on my phone. Yeah, all right. All right. So yeah, just jump on your shit so. I want you to. Morning, 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 morning. Hey, cool question. Don, you still in here, Don? I don't know if Don's still in here. I need that goddamn. All right, so we're gonna start in about 10 minutes. All right, the market opens in about 19 minutes. So we're gonna start in about 10. I'm gonna show you what I do to prepare before I get into my analysis. You feel me? So, but I'm about to get into my quick little analysis before the market starts. I'm gonna just literally start in exactly for 4 minutes. So we're gonna have a good training session today. And like I said, today is Monday, so there's literally no news. So no news Monday. So let's see how we go. And you guys will be able to hear my mentor in the background, right? Of Tremaine Trade. So if happens to take a trade and if you like it, you can copy his trades. Most likely, I'm not going to trade today. Most likely, but if I do see an A plus setup, I will jump in that more fork. Another thing, and if Don in here, can you please type in to the chat the ICT pivots and session liquidity? Because now I can't find that shit right now. Mm, so this is gonna be opening gap. About to start soon. We got our gap, our imbalance. This is the opening gap from yesterday. All right. So the first thing I wait. All right. I think about time now. Wait 2 more minutes. We gotta wait. All right. So we might as well just start. Time is we got 1 more minute. All right. Fuck it. Let's just start. So what I usually do right from the jump is, of course, go to the daily chart. So that's the first thing I usually do. I go to the daily chart, and you see we're literally just expanding, right? We're literally just expanding. So when it's doing that, now you know you're bullish on a higher time frame. Cool. Hold on, let me go live right quick on Instagram. Yeah, so all right. So like I said, I go on first thing I usually do, right? The first thing I usually do is I go on a daily time frame. Right? That's the first thing I do. Cool. Now I'm on the daily. I see that we're making higher highs and higher lows, right? This is the first thing you really want to do, right? To make sure you're on the right side. You see how you're making higher highs and higher lows, right? So we're bullish. Cool. That's the first step. Next thing I'm looking for any imbalances, right? I'm looking for any imbalances, like a new day opening gap, a higher time frame fair value gap, uh, new week opening gap, new day opening gap, a higher time frame order block, a higher time frame PDRE, right? Those are just the first. Those are just literally the first thing that I look for, right? And I'm live on YouTube also. So if you want to watch what I'm looking at, join live on YouTube, and you can see my screen. Let me just put the notification. We're live on YouTube. Send, pin the comment so it can stay. All right, we lit. All right, so like I said, that's the daily. Cool. Now I'm looking for any imbalances, right? What I have here, I have these two down close candles, right? And I got an aggressive move up with a fair value gap, right? That's a bullish order block. So the most sensitive part of the order block is from the top of wick to the opening price. So I'm gonna extend that through, and I'm gonna notate it. Right, that's this is my daily change in the state of delivery. OB's wick, right? Because it's the most sensitive part, right? So that's the first thing I'm notating right here. Make it red or some shit. Cool. Now, besides that, what else I got, right? I have the order block, OB's wick, and I have that fair value gap that's coupled right there. But you see how it has an imbalance? So whenever a fair value gap has an imbalance, you have to include the imbalance to make the fair value gap valid. Okay. We'll get deeper in that on another segment. That's a busy. So basically because it's a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. All right, those are the two key levels. And then you see I already drew the previous opening and range gap from last night. You see the bullish candles close high and bearish candles open. Sorry, bullish candles open low, close high. Bearish candles open high, close low. So that's why I have it notated from the opening to this part to the close of that part. Right. So yeah. And then this is all-time highs up there. So I'm gonna notate that also. We still got what, like a good 8 minutes for the market. So this I'm gonna just put buy side liquidity. That's basically what it is. Right. So now that is all my higher time frame things that I look for. Right. So now I'm gonna go down to a lower time frame. I'll be in 15 minute. So now I got my zones. I see that it left relative highs up here. Cool. I see that price is not really respecting this new day opening gap perfectly right now, which is fine. Get all of my levels. I see I got these lows right here from Friday. It could be sell side liquidity. All right, cool. All right, cool. I got another sell side liquidity right here. Cool. All right. Now I just go. Now I look for my opening prices. That's the last thing I look for. My opening prices, which is the 8:30 open and the midnight open. Right. So these are the last things. These are the last things at casino. You can't pin two comments at the same time. All right. So since you can't pin two comments at the same time, put join me. Just put watch live on YouTube. Watch live on YouTube at Casino Trades Send. All right. Pin comment. All right, really. All right, so that's so now I'm looking for the opening prices, which is 12 o'clock. So now I'm looking for 12 o'clock, which is what right here. Bullish candles open high, close low. Looking for 12 o'clock. That's why it's important to get here early or like get to your church early, right? So you can notate all of these things, right? You don't want to be doing this when 9:30 about to open. So this is my midnight open. And the last thing I'm looking for, right, is the 8:30 opening price. So 8:30 opening price is 8:30 right here. 8:30 open. All right, so those are all the opening prices that I have. These are all of my key levels that I have on my chart. Right, we're not gonna notate nothing way down here. We're just gonna focus on where we at, where we at with it. So we got buy side liquidity up here. We have some sell side below us. We have this we got all these key zones beneath us, and we got what is called trend line liquidity, right? It's like trend line liquidity where we have relative highs. It's all stacked in the same zone. Right. So now that I got all my key zones, we got everything. We just wait. Now for me, I want to build like a little game plan. So for me, a high probability of play would be because right now we're actually, if you draw a fib, if you draw a fib from the range that we're in, right? If you draw a fib from this high to this low, as you see, we're above equilibrium. We're above equilibrium. So that lets me know that we're in a premium. So we're not in a discount right now, right? Because I know the best long positions happen when you're in a discount. I'm sorry, yeah, we're in a discount, not in a premium. And right now, it feels like we're in a premium, right? So in my mind, I want to wait. An A plus setup for me would be I want to wait for it to open. Hopefully, it opens and goes down, right? Start opening and going down, sweeping out some sell side into this key zone. And then if we get bullish order flow, now we're below the opening prices. If we're supposed to be bullish, right, I could expect this zone to reject first to generate some liquidity to go back and hunt that bit and then to something like this. So this would be a scenario for me. Would it be a plus setup if it happens? But like I said, it's Monday. So on Mondays, it'd be a lot of low probability days. So with that being said, our mentor is live right now. So if you're in the live YouTube call, tell me can you tell me if you hear the dude in the background? Let me know if you hear the dude in the background. Just write into the chat yes or no. Let me know if you hear the clicking and shit in the background.
Now,
Do
quick
you
look at
guys hear my
the
mentor in the background?
daily chart.
Thank you so much.
Take
That's
off the
perfect.
oldest new week opening gap. Just keep a cycle of them.
So he's looking exactly at what I'm looking at.
And
Right. So But from time to time, I'm gonna switch screens so you can see his
Take
chart
a pause.
from my chart. But this is basically he's basically looking at the screen that I'm looking at.
And new
It's on
day
his own
opening
chart.
gap. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, just give me a second, guys. This is a part that this is something that I normally do over the weekend, and it's all ready to go, but I wasn't active.
So I'm gonna flip to his screen so y'all can kind of see what he's doing.
Let's see. All right, so it puts us at 1, 2, 4, 5. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right.
Market gonna open in 3 minutes.
Below. All right, I'm good now. New week opening gaps, new day opening gaps, and open. I keep around 5 new day opening gaps, about 5 new week opening gaps, and 10 opening range gaps. So I think that's good. Okay, let's go back. I'll drag this back to my separate screen.
So right now we're looking at my mentor's screen, right? We're looking at my mentor's screen. We're not looking at my screen right now. We're looking at my mentor's screen at the moment. I just wanted to see what he had going on, right? So I'm gonna stop sharing. You'll be able to hear him in the background, but then you're gonna end up seeing my screen, basically. Now let me make sure everything's still good. My check, my check. All right.
Days. It's like statistically on my end.
My check, my check, my check.
It's usually just one of my weaker days. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my better days. And that was true last week. Let's see.
My check, my check.
So we've already cleared out relative equal lows, dropping down beneath that, clearing out sell side, trading beneath the midnight open. We have relative equal highs here. Something to observe. And I believe that's current. all-time high as well.
So these highs right here, he talking about. You see how it's sweet. You see how it's kind of smooth. You see how it's
And
trend
I don't
line
know why it's doing
liquidity,
that. Logging me out.
right? It's called trend line liquidity,
Okay.
right?
I don't know why it just logged me out. I'm going to log back in 1 second.
See the trend line. It's trend line liquidity. All these highs are still intact. Then you got double highs right here. So we know the market going. We know the market going to want to go hunt that. So let's see what happens at
Yeah, if that's not a sign, I don't know. I don't know what it
9:30.
is.
It look like it's 9:30 right now. And I'm on a 5-minute time frame right now. I'm gonna wait for it to clear up for me to go
I'm
to
waiting
1
on
minute.
the 6-digit code that's not coming through to my phone. That may be a sign saying switch to paper. Don't do it. All right, so we have the opening bell. I'm just waiting.
Oh shit! What happened? Maybe I hung up. Man, I clicked the wrong fucking button.
All right, there we go. So we got our opening bell, and S&P since about 7 o'clock, which starts the New York
Right.
kill zone, has been pretty much just
Which is good. It opened up and went down. That's lovely. That's what I want to
consolidating.
see.
Nasdaq, kind of the same thing. Dow, pretty much the same thing. We got some displacement.
Might check.
6 a.m. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. I don't have a bias.
YouTube moving real good.
Kind of neutral at the moment. But if I'm looking at areas that are too smooth,
refresh my long term.
We have the buy side here.
And so you see how he's looking for a smooth
inside of this range. So that's the parameter that I'm having on myself today. And if you've been with me for a few weeks, especially on Mondays, this is something that we kind of do when it's looking 50-50. So we've cleared out the sell side. We've been in a little bit of a range between this low and this high. So for this morning session, I'm not interested in taking any trades until we clear out either the sell side or the buy side. So if we run up, clearing out all-time highs,
no sweep, no trade,
in 8:30 open, and we get weak and we have a short-term low, that could be a shorting opportunity. Or if we run into the sell side liquidity pool here, and we have new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, opening range gaps resting below that, if we trade beneath it, we're in a deep discount. That could be long opportunities. But if we just do this all morning, even if we get all the way up here, fall short, all the way down here, fall
what he's saying
short,
is,
I'm not trading that.
He's saying he's not trading this right here. So. This, if it does this, back and forth. This is seek and destroy, right? This is what it's doing. If you see over here on
the other template is busy,
look at ES. Let me pause him. Look at ES, right? Look how ES is moving. Look at that shit. The chart to the left. Look how much of it back and forth. It looks just nasty. It looks nasty. So it's already setting up to move nasty. These are the signs that he's saying. So that's why he's saying that if it start doing shit like this, which is a seek and destroy, it's not acting like it want to leave nowhere. No trade. And then what he said at the end, right? Can somebody put into the chat? He said, if these two things don't happen, I'm not trading. Do you guys do anybody heard what he said? If y'all want to type faster than him, and I'm just saying it myself. He said, no sweep, no trade. He said, if it don't take out that high or take out that low, I'm not doing nothing. That was the first thing. No sweep, no trade. Remember that. So until it sweep the high or sweep the low, there's nothing. We're seeing right now it's already stages of a low probability day. So if it start doing this seek and destroy dumb shit, no trade. Be more patient.
Like keeping somewhat a naked chart on when I execute areas of potential support, and that could frame a trade idea. So if we drop down beneath the sell side, how far can we go? We have new day opening gap from May 1st, and we have an old opening range gap from May 1st as well. So we have that. And it's like stuff like this. We have sell side here. Well, where can we reasonably find support? This is why I was confident in long attempts on Thursday. If you remember Thursday's stream, now it got real muddy. Like even on a 5-minute chart, you can see all the back and forth. So on 1-minute chart, it was pretty difficult. But that lowest low, that cleared out the sell side. Dark region where we have a lot of overlap. So how far beneath that sell side can we trade to? All of this should act as support, and then it rallies. Same thing here. We have like overlap here. All this business down here. So it's just helpful to see. But definitely don't want all this on the chart when I'm executing. I'd rather have more of a naked chart. Did you enjoy? Yeah, we had a great time. We enjoyed our Austin trip. We ate at some great restaurants. We had there's a restaurant called The Corner that was really good. It's kind of attached to a hotel, and then we went to 3 over the weekend. I can't remember the name of the second one, but the last one we went to, was it Carve, which was really good. Like the steak, everybody's food, like it was amazing. And then we hit a couple of nightclubs and whatnot. 6th Street. Airbnb was nice. They had a hot tub. Play some pool volleyball. And just play some games on the Switch and everything. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, Corner was real good. What did I get from there? I think I got the ribeye. Rachel got the short rib, and some of the other girls got steaks and chicken and all kind of stuff. All right, so sell side is here, and buy side relative equal highs, which is also all-time highs. It's there. And anything in between that, I'm not interested in. So let's drop down to right on a 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, nothing in here is clean to me. Nothing in here is speaking high probability, so I wait. ICT got a new daughter. I don't think he got it. I think he's talking about his wife, because his wife was baptized. So when he said daughter, I think he meant like, of the Lord, not an actual daughter. I'm assuming.
Do me a favor. I'm just doing a little mic check. Can you please type in yes if you hear him in the background, please?
Rachel got real sunburned. Like it was like we all got sunburned. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I got sunburned.
Yeah, just type in yes right quick in the chat. All right, perfect. I appreciate you, Kobe Anderson. I appreciate
Anything until I got in the shower, because I can't see it. I'm dark. I got melanin, but I got in that shower. I said, "Ooh," but she got burned pretty bad. Buy side in red is throwing me off. I changed my color because I didn't like how arrays and whatnot, and these are different colors, but all my fair value gaps and order blocks were red, but then my buy side was blue. Like it just didn't look right. So I'm like, it was just throwing me off. So to just keep it all uniform, it just makes more sense to have my buy side in red and my sell side in blue. So that way, on this side, like you have your order block, you got your fair value gap. Like all of those are blue and it just looks way more uniform. So I decided to switch it. Oh yeah, Texas sun's no joke. And it's crazy because Friday it was like raining like crazy, like almost flooding. Like it was bad. We got rain all day. And then Saturday it was the most beautiful weather, not a cloud in the sky. You ever think in the future you're gonna skip trading Mondays again? I'm thinking about it. Like I went into today's stream thinking, like if I even wanted to be on my personal account, because Mondays are just is usually always a red day for me, and then I have to go in Tuesday to see if I can make it up. But it's like it's really not worth it, and I'm fine missing out on a very clean Monday because I know like it just doesn't happen often. More times than not, Monday is going to be more difficult. It's going to be one of the more difficult days out of the week. So it's like I was going to start the day on paper, just trade paper today. I'm on my personal, but I'm about to switch. And if I make money on paper, not my personal, I don't care. Because I know Mondays are usually one of my red days.
So me knowing that Mondays is usually a red day for him, a real professional trader, and knowing that the market, right? Everybody in the market, they always say Mondays are low probability days. So why would you come into Monday expecting it to be a great day? See what I'm saying? It's the start of the week, right? You don't want to over leverage, you don't want to over trade, you don't want to overdo anything on Monday because it's the start of the week. Yes, you can get some clean price action on Monday. Yes. But majority of the times, the probabilities is not stacked on your side. Right? Remember, it's a time where you have to learn when to trade and when not to trade. But that's an experiment that we all gonna have to actually do on our own. Like figure out what days is best for you, what days is not best for you. See what I'm saying?
Like things of this sort. Like all that stuff occurring pre-market is kind of like telling you, be careful.
This is why I don't trade that much on Wednesdays because usually my Mondays, like last week, I lost on Monday and then I won every other day of the week. So I spent Tuesday, Wednesday trying to get the bread back, and I lost on Monday. And that's like the fourth time that happened to me. So that's why on Mondays and Fridays I don't over leverage. I
Is
don't
my
over
phone? Is
trade.
it
It literally
blurry?
took me
You might have to
one hit, one kill.
go to the top right gear settings and change um, the quality. Sometimes YouTube defaults it to like 720p or
All right.
worse.
This
So you have
shit
to
boring
manually
in the
go in and
motherfucker.
change
Price
it.
action ain't going nowhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna analyze this on my phone, right? And I'm gonna go on a smoke break. But I'm watching it on my phone. So I can see everything that's happening on my phone. So you can stay, you can leave, you do what the fuck you want to do. It's your life.
So Nasdaq is still inside this new week opening gap here. Just snap that on for a second. So our current new week opening gap, we're just gyrating inside of that.
Every day we hustling. Price action ain't going nowhere, bitch.
Yeah, I'm about to switch to a paper account. I dropped out of college. I dropped out my sophomore year, or after my sophomore year.
I ain't even know I could do that.
The
Hold
summer
on. I
going into
just
my
hit the
junior
screen
year.
like that. What that was?
All right, I'm gonna log out of this because
Oh, I ain't
it's
know I could
looking
do
like
that.
another typical Monday. So
So
1
look
second.
what he said. I'm about to log out of this shit to his fake money account. This is a millionaire,
All
G.
right,
He's seeing the signs. And it's a Monday. Probabilities
they can
are
have
not
that.
stacked in your
Honestly,
favor. Yes, you can win a trade. Yes, you can make some money. Yes. But it's not probable. These are things that we're trying to do. We're trying to do this shit
so I'm on
consistently.
paper.
Look, nigga, done switch
It's
the
a little
paper.
decoupled. Dow's looking heavy. S&P is looking like trash.
You don't
Nasdaq
have
kind
to
of
make
hanging
money
around.
every single day.
And today is the only day of the week where we don't have news. So I'm expecting tomorrow to be nice because we have high impact news at 10 jolts. So it should be, excuse me, it should be moving by then. And then NFP and all that other stuff throughout the week. I'm in a chart like this is nasty. Literally going into junior year. I'd be debating whether or not I want to still graduate and get my degree. But I don't know. Obviously, parents want it. Get your degree, get your degree. But it's like, if I'm not 100% into it, like and dedicated to it, it's just going to be a waste of money. And then I'm not trying to be all stressed out over assignments and stuff when I already, like, I'm not going to use that degree to get a job at the moment. So it's like, I don't know if I want to take on all those responsibilities. But later down the road, we'll see. Just to have it as like a plaque on my wall or something to say I did it. Because I don't think anybody in my family graduated college. That's the only reason why I'm considering doing it. Since nobody in my family graduated, it was like I was on pace to be the first one, and then I dropped out. So it's like I may just graduate, finish my last 2 years just to say like to take that title, like I was the first one. But I have to have the motivation to do it, or else I'm just gonna fall behind, and then yeah. Because the moment the professor started bugging me about some assignments, like, if you don't start worrying me about this essay, it's NFP week. I gotta lock in. I'm not thinking about that quiz right now. Don't you think this could just push past all-time highs and keep expanding? Yeah, I can do that because all-time highs are resting around the midnight open. But I'm not a fan of how it's looking. It's a lot of wicks, and it's just like that rattlesnake analogy we touch on a lot, where price action is the rattlesnake and it's rattling its tail, warning you that if you come any closer, you may get bit. That's the vibes I'm getting from Nasdaq. It's just tempting you to get in, go short, go long, like just go come in here and get involved and see what happened. And it's like it's shaking his tail, saying like, "You want some of this? Like, take one step closer, and I'm gonna tear you up." That's the vibes I'm getting. So it can rip to all time highs. It can drop down to the lows, and all the way down here. But I really won't feel like I'm missing anything because I've seen so many Mondays that are just so garbage to the point where it's like y'all can have it. How long did you drop out? How long ago? That was graduated high school 2020. So first year, so 2021 and 2022. So I dropped out in 2023, I believe. It was like May, because it was summer. I dropped out in the summer and I never went back. So I think what school ends in May, if I'm not wrong, or June. I think it's May 2022 or 2023. I think it was May 2023. But it was a gradual dropout. It wasn't just like, okay, sophomore year is done, I'm not going back. It was just like I signed up for classes. No, I didn't sign up for classes. And it's just summer after sophomore year, and like trading is kind of taking off a little bit. And as the registration deadline gets closer, I still haven't applied for classes yet, but trading is still doing good. So I'm like, maybe I'll just take this semester off, lock in on trading. And then trading started looking really good. So it's like, you know what, maybe I'll just take the year off. Mom's asking me, you signed up for classes yet? What your classes looking like? I'm like, I'm getting into it. I'm thinking I might take the semester off, but I know what class I'm going to take. And then eventually got to the point a year later, I'm still not in class and I haven't signed up for any classes. It's past the deadline. And I didn't like officially drop out until like a year later. Like, for all they know, I just wasn't signing up for classes, but I didn't actually like file the dropout form and all that till a while later. So it was just a gradual, like I like slowly moonwalked my way out of the system. I only went to college to play football. My degrees just to make my mom happy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the degrees would really just be for my family, but am I really trying to like go through school for other people? Like, I have to have motivation for myself, or I'm not going to want to do it. But that's how I got into college, because of basketball. My grades were good. GPA is average, like 3.2 or something, like nothing crazy. But if there's like, my main regret is not playing all 4 years of college basketball, because it was a lot of fun. Having to text my teammates saying like, hey, like, it was a cool 2 years, but I'm not coming back. Yeah, Michael Jackson. I moonwalked out of that thing. We seen that movie tonight, actually. When will you start trading gold? I don't think I'll ever trade gold. Well, let me not say ever, but I'm not really interested in gold at the moment. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm not really interested in gold. Like, I'm fine with Nasdaq and the indices. Nasty. Movie's fire, yeah. Y'all seen it? Y'all seen the Michael movie? I'm about to check it out. I heard a few people say like it was mid, but most people said like it was a great watch. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we're gonna watch it tonight. get some tickets tonight. The movie was mid. I liked it. He reminded me of you. I am no way, shape, or form anywhere near Michael Jackson. I can't even let you disrespect him like that. Wish it was longer. It's a short movie. MJ trades. The MJ of trading. Yeah, I like to watch it. Based on your experience, when we have SMT at previous days high and previous days low with no news Monday, we can expect low probability conditions, especially since when it's a no news Monday without all the other things you mentioned, you can expect low probability. But if you throw in other factors with that, then, if it makes sense to you as to why it's not likely to be in your favor, then there you go. It's probably not a day you want to trade. Not with full leverage, at least. It's 2 hours. That's a short movie. I feel like most movies be like 2.5, maybe 2 hour 45 minutes. I feel like a 2 hour movie is kind of short. At least like back in the day, they used to make long movies pushing 3 hours. There's a second coming. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna watch it. Watch it tonight. So the opening range, first 30 minutes of trading is almost behind us, and Nasdaq has done a whole bunch of nothing. Let's take a look at regular trading hours. So we're still inside all of this gunk. And I don't even know where our opening range gap is. Oh, it's here. So do this. And we just keep that on there. So we have something to observe. I started moonwalking in the theater and they kicked me out. I be seeing like the stuff online. People go to the movies like dressed up. That's how you know MJ was just different, man. Like people going to the movie theaters like full out dressed in Michael Jackson apparel. Like you had to be on like a different level. And it's been over a decade since he's passed. Like you had to have been special.
He ain't do shit. We ain't do shit. We ain't do nothing. Well, in that same fucking.
This price action is very boring, y'all.
Yeah, y'all boys. I'm about to end this motherfucker. Not right now though, but I'm probably going because I gotta go to work at 11, so I got a good hour. But I don't want to spend this hour looking at this damn screen. So I would love for y'all to like not even look at the market today and just like come back tomorrow, but I doubt niggas are gonna do that. Trying to see what I want to do. But I'm gonna get off here though. I ain't even gonna lie, cause this shit is actually kind of trash. Do anybody need me to stay on?
Like I really don't know what to talk about. The price action is very, very mediocre.
Do anybody? There's only 3 of y'all motherfuckers in here. Well, including me. So that means only 2 niggas in here. So if nobody don't say nothing, y'all need me to stay on. I'm gonna just get off. Cause This price action is horrible. And I'll give it 5, 4, but I ain't gonna say nothing. 3, 2, what? Say less. Well, I will be back again tomorrow morning. So tomorrow we will not be with your main trades. Yeah. So I catch y'all tomorrow. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch anything, but it is what it is. It's a Monday. I'll catch y'all tomorrow on the flip side. Let's get it.